It's time for another drunk movie recap. Today's episode is... Today we're going to tell you the story about Jurassic Park and the beauties that are Jurassic Park. So here's what happens. So we start off this movie and it's this like crane thing going through the park, grasses, trees, things. We're like, what is that? What's happening? And you got a bunch of people with guns, and so it goes over, and we're like, what is this? And so they put it down, and everything's working fine, and then all of a sudden, something goes, ah! and it grabs a guy, and it's like, oh, no! No! And then this dude in this like full-on safari outfit's like, shoot her! Shoot her! Shoot her! Fades out. So then we cut to this lawyer dude going on this African thing. I don't know what it is. Like, I don't think that's a legit thing. But it's an African pool thing. It's not an African pool thing. But so then it cuts to Grant digging and Ellie Sattler's there. And then Grant goes and like traumatizes this kid. He's like, meh, 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 meh. And they're like, what? Oh my god, what's going on? This guy's awful. He's not awful though, because he's Grant. Dr. Grant. He's awesome. Hammond shows up in a helicopter, destroys the little, like, dig site thing, and he's like, come with me and I'll further your dig site for another 3 years. And they're like, oh my god, where do we sign up? Where's the chopper? They go there. It's awesome. It's fantastic. Show up to the park. They're like, what is this place? Like, this is great. They're in this helicopter with Ian Malcolm, and they're like, this guy's a douchebag. So they're there, and then they're driving through these jeeps, and then Hammond goes, stop, 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 stop. And then Ellie's looking at this leaf, and like, this shouldn't be here, Alan. This shouldn't be here. And Alan sees something. He takes off his sunglasses, stands up, and he's like, and Ellie's saying something, and he taps Ellie's head, and Ellie's like, what? What? And Ellie looks, and she takes off her sunglasses, and she's like, and I'm like, oh my god. And then the camera pans, and there's a Brachiosaurus! I got this. Brachiosaurus! What? My dear Dr. Sattler, my dear Dr. Grant, welcome to Jurassic Park. And the lawyer's like, I can make a fortune with this place. And Malcolm's like, John Hammond, you son of a bitch, you did this. He may not have said that. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't know what he said. So everything's going good, and they're learning all about this place, and they're having serious conversations about like, well, is this a legit place? Should this be happening? And they're eating food about it, and the velociraptors are in this cage, and we're learning how the velociraptors are pretty evil badasses, and they like keep hitting different parts of the cage trying to find a weakness, right? So we're like, should be scary. But what does John Hammond do? He brings his grandkids there. Because that's what every grandparent wants to do. Is bring his grandkids to a place with evil carnivores. So the kids come there. It's all good. And they're going on a tour. And they go on a tour and nothing exciting's happening. Nobody's showing up. They go and they stop at the Triceratops place because everybody jumps at the car. They go to the Triceratops and they're like, hey, what's up, Triceratops? Something's sick with them. We don't know what's going on. In the novel and in the screenplay, like, it turns out Triceratops is pregos. That's what's happening. So they're like, oh shit, son. So Ellie goes back with the doctor. But the rest of them continue on the tour. And then the power outage goes out. So the power outage goes out. And power outage goes out. And the power outage goes out. And they're stuck inside the T-Rex pen. And they're like, what's going on? What's it gonna do? All of a sudden there's like, and the lawyer, the dumbass lawyer is like, and he's going like, maybe the power's trying to come back on. I'm like, what? Power's not trying to come back out. The power's out. The T-Rex comes, attacks them. Ian Malcolm's like, come over this way, blah! But the T-Rex still ends up going to the washroom and eating the lawyer dude, like, ripping her out of the toilet, which is what everybody remembers from the 90s. Nobody remembers anything else from the 90s except for the lawyer getting eaten off the toilet. Dr. Ant takes the kids and races them through the park. Ian Malcolm gets saved eventually by Ellie and the park ranger dude. Park ranger dude eventually dies by the velociraptors. Ellie goes through this like security place trying to get the power back on the park. And Ellie's stuck in this place trying to solve everything else. Alan is saving the kids throughout the park. Ian is injured. In the book, he dies. Spoiler alert. And Hammond's protected him. Eventually, Ellie meets up with Alan, so they go to save the kids. The kids were being attacked by raptors in the kitchen. So the kitchen, they escape from that. They go through vents, and Lexi, the girl child, uses her technology power to save the day. Because that's what happens in the Jurassic Park movies. If you mentioned earlier you have a special gift, you use it again and you save the day. So she uses the power, gets security back online, and then everybody gets saved. They all think they're good, and the raptors attack them on these dinosaur things, and then the T-Rex attacks them, and then they jump in the helicopter and fly away safely.